And we went and got a handful of probably really expensive bottles of wine. I think we were probably drinking them from the jug. And we sat out there for like 5 hours and drank all of his wine and smoked cigarettes. And we became friends and have been friends ever since. We met for our mutual friend, Strauss Zelnick, who's, I mean, he's a mogul in every sense, but he was the CEO of the
everything
New York portion of our record label when we were signed to RCA. Crazy that we became friends with him because it's super unlikely, especially then. We're like really broke young musicians, just signed a record deal, and he's literally JFK Jr. So we're going to stay at his country house in Bedford, New York, and he said, a friend of mine, Eric Close, he's an actor, and you guys will be friends the rest of your life. And Brett and I were still drinking, so we I don't know if you remember.
This is where the story gets good. Yeah.
Great story. He had that little guest house beside their house, and we were out on the patio smoking cigarettes because no one around there smoked cigarettes. He had a wine cellar back then, and they probably $2,000 bottle of wine. We went and
this
said,
is the part of the story where Strauss never invites us back. Just
too late now. It's too many years. We have statute of limitations has escaped that. And we went and got a handful of probably really expensive bottles of wine. I think we were probably drinking them from the jug. And we sat out there for like 5 hours and drank all of his wine and smoked cigarettes. And we became friends and have been friends ever since. And that was at least 25 years ago.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Strauss said the same thing to me. He called me up and he goes, you need to come up to the country, to Bedford. And I have these two guys that are on, they're brothers. They're on one of our sub-labels of RCA, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, you guys will be friends for life. That's his exact same. And he wasn't wrong.
How does he know that stuff? He does really know. When he says something like that, he's almost always right.
Yep. And there was only like 6 of us there. There was that guy Scott, who was the president of NBC at the time. Scott Sasso was there.
We should have made friends with him.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. I thought it was gonna work out.
You would have had 2 or 3 more hit shows if we hadn't been drunk that night.
Exactly.
Sorry, man. I ruined your career.
And I remember Strauss going, I'm the poorest guy in the room. And I'm like, no, we are. Isn't it cool how that happened, though? I mean, we always say
crazy.
It's not by accident that we were introduced and that we connected and developed such a friendship.